I'm Summer Bock. I teach women how to make and use fermented foods to rebuild their gut. I also train wellness practitioners how to use fermented foods as medicine. Gut health is the foundation of health. Today's episode comes from the recent study that was published in Nature, the International Weekly Journal of Science. The study correlates a thin waistline with the presence of healthy gut bacteria. The new study showed definitive differences in the gut populations of thin people versus overweight people. The gut populations of lean people had more biodiversity. They also saw larger numbers of bacteria overall, in some cases more than 40% higher than those in the obese people. Now, just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're off the hook. A surprising result of the study uncovered that people with the lowest biodiversity, whether they are thin or overweight, had the highest risk factors for diseases like type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and inflammation. Evidence shows that eating a poor diet and taking antibiotics and therefore ruining the health of the gut flora could be factors in the obesity epidemic and all the other diseases associated with obesity, like type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and inflammation. But that's not all. A second study showing that a low-calorie diet significantly affected and increased bacterial diversity in the gut was also conducted. And then this led microbiologist Ronald Evans of the Salk Institute in California to conclude, and I quote, "It is very possible to make a brew that is the collection of the richly diverse bacterial population, put that into a probiotic pill, and give that to people who have the poor population and see if the good ones can take over and actually transmit the healthy state." End quote. Listen, Dr. Evans, I don't mean to pick on you, but you should know better than anyone else. You're a microbiologist. Just by creating a probiotic pill with all the diversity of the lean people's guts, and it isn't really going to do much when you stick it in the unhealthy gut of an obese person. Why? Well, research from the American Gut Project has uncovered that the primary way to affect the microbial array in the gut is based on the food eaten. Dr. Evans, it is the food that determines what can grow there. It's the environment. You can't throw apple seeds on a desert and expect them to grow, right? They have to have different kinds of soil, different levels of sunlight, and way more water. Very similar in the bacterial environment in your gut. So I'm Summer Bock. I'm reporting to you from Gut Rebuilding Headquarters, USA, and I want to hear from you. So what's your experience with gut health and obesity? Do you know anyone who's experienced this? Tell me your story. As always, the juiciest discussions happen over at summerbock.com, so go over there and leave a comment now. And did you like this video? If so, subscribe and share it with your friends. And if you want even more great resources to create a healthy gut and learn to ferment your own foods, plus some personal insights from me, go on over to summerbock.com and sign up for my email updates, because that's the only place where you're going to get some of these personal insights. It's also a place where I'm going to email out various videos that I have coming up, and only people on my email newsletter will see those. So keep on pushing the bounds of what it means to be healthy so that you can have the energy to do what you want when you want.